Yeah, that was even better. If I would just put it on, like you can win this MOTi merch pack. Like, yeah, look at me, yeah.
What's up, Team MBL? It's Music by Lucas.
And Lauren.
And today, we are here with an extremely special guest. MOTi, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
MOTi has a weekly live stream that he does on Facebook every single Wednesday where he listens to tracks, so you definitely want to check that out. And he has a monthly radio show coming on YouTube.
And the fun thing about the demo drop is that I recently made a playlist on my SoundCloud. So all the best tracks I listen to in my demo drop, I add them to my playlist in SoundCloud, which is in my top 5 spotlight position. And
we're going to leave all the links for the demo drop, for his YouTube, to everything below. You can get a lot of exposure. So today's video is going to be about your experience in the EDM electronic music industry and what people can take away from that, what they can learn from it. And make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video because we have our huge tour giveaway and MOTi is giving away some prizes.
It could be anything, you guys. It's the most random question ever.
Oh God.
Okay, here's the question, you guys.
Okay.
Aside from any family, friends, or pets, what would be the most difficult thing for you to give up in your life?
Well, my ears.
Oh yeah! Dang, that's so deep. That's so deep. Typical question, how long have you been producing? When did you start,
I started producing when I was 18. I'm 30 already, so 12 years. Yeah, or maybe a little bit before, maybe 16, 17.
When do you think that you started getting good at it?
Well, I got signed pretty fast, but I wouldn't say my music was that good back then. But I think the standards were a lot lower than they are right. I think it took about 1.5, 2 years before I actually was happy with what I made. Well, I actually found out after 2 or 3 years you had to put a bass line in your track. Because the music I made back then was more like defected kind of music, so I had a lot of toms always in the low end, so like the deep bongo.
I remember when I first figured out what quantize was. That changed my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you interested in other things before that?
Well, I actually studied fashion design.
Hey, look at his outfit! Look at his outfit! Okay.
Amazing, right?
He's gonna design our merch next year.
Well, how do you start a track?
Ooh.
How do I start a track?
Tell us everything.
Well, it depends. Like sometimes I have a melody in my head. I have something in my head, and I start. Like most times I start with the bass because for me the bass is because it's club music. The bass line is the base of your track.
Like foundation.
So, the foundation of your track. So that's most times how I start. And on top of the bass, I'll try to play a melody. When I have that ready, then most times I work with one team. So when I have the bass and then I play the team on top. I work from the team. You have a drop melody. Then from the same melody I make the break melody. I make the break chords. But I think the most important thing is start with a team. And if you have a team, you can go any direction you want to go, but stick to your team so the whole track makes sense.
Right, it needs to tell a story.
Yeah, exactly. And if you have the melody here and you change it a little bit and you put some chords under it in this part, and it all fits together. You
started producing since you were 18. It's been a few years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Only a few. Is there anything in that amount of time that you have that you regret? That these kids
so many things I regret.
He's an honest man.
So many things. You're 14, so I can't tell you. Regarding producing, I think the things I regret most is that I listen too much to what others think of what I think of my music. Let me get influenced by others. Right. Because in the end, you make music for yourself. You don't make it to become like I didn't start making music because I wanted to become rich or wanted to for me it was. I studied fashion design back then, and I knew I didn't like it anymore. Yeah. So I tried to do anything just to get out of focusing on school or do whatever. So I was always at home making music because I felt relaxed. It felt natural. So the feeling to get out of anything you're doing, like just do something else. Relax and do something fun. Is the most important thing of making music. And at some point, when everything gets serious and you get labels and you get there's money involved, and it becomes this money machine. You can lose track of the fun side of it. Like please don't don't let that influence you by or influence what kind of music you want to make or whatever. Make whatever you want to make whatever you feel good about, and I think that's the most important thing.
And you have a wide variety of style too, like between like Lion and your track on Hexagon, completely different style tracks.
Yeah, that's another thing. I can I can advise you career-wise. It's not smart. People get confused, you know?
Right.
Because at first I was making big room, and then I got this Future House track, and people were looking at me like, dude,
are you doing Future House?
Why are you doing Future House?
What's wrong with you?
Come back to EDM! Come back to EDM! Yeah, and that's like basically all the most new MOTi tracks that are lined up for the future are more like Virus, more like Lion, more like This Is Dirty.
People love Virus.
Yeah, more like it's a lot of it's big room, but maybe a little bit more melodic than before. I will still be doing some Future House kind of things, but I'm more focusing on, or I'm trying to to combine it.
All right, MOTi, this question is brought to you by our producers team member Dabs. He wants to know, how long did you wait to start sending tracks to your labels that you got signed on, and how long did it take you to get good? Did you face a lot of rejection? Like, what was that process?
I still face a lot of rejection. Like I said before, the standards were lower when I started. So now it's insane. You know, the competition is insane. Back then, I didn't want to share my track with one of my good friends. He told me like, yeah, no, send it to this. Back then his name was Eric E, or the DJ I had to send it to. Like one of my good friends, he told me like, yeah, just send it to him. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm just making this music for myself. I don't want DJs to be involved or whatever. So, but I did send it. And the first thing he said, like, yeah, send me more. I'm like, okay, well, I sent him more. And within a few months, he said, like, yeah, I'm just starting this new management company. Do you want to join?
Do you want to join?
Yeah. So he asked me, like, yeah, do you want to do warm-up sets at this at my party? Yes, I want to do that.
Why not? Yeah.
So I started sending out stuff pretty early. Okay. But keep in mind, there wasn't that much competition. So he was just happy, like, oh, yeah, finally someone sends me music. Like some young kid sent me music. Yeah. I didn't know that these kids even knew how to make music, you know? At some point, my good friend Quintino, he told me like, dude, why don't you just start a new name or whatever, why don't you do something? Let's do something together. And because he's good with Afrojack, he's like, let's do something together, and we put it on the Afrojack's label, and from there you can see if you want to continue with this or whatever you want to do. Yeah, and I did a lot of collabs to get more exposure, and yeah, that got me in a pretty good spot. Yeah. So I think that's the easiest way to get exposure and get people to play your tracks.
Alright, thank you MOTi so much for stopping by. This was an awesome interview. I think we really got to dive in depth on so many things from like a really professional level from someone really experienced. So thank you for that.
Great question. So
well, thank you.
Make sure to head on over to his YouTube channel. We left the link below. You got to subscribe. He's gonna have great content. He's got the radio show, and also, what else do you do? Live stream on Facebook
every Wednesday. At 3 p.m. European time.
Alright guys, now the big moment, the giveaway. MOTi has offered to give away the MOTi merch pack as well as detailed track feedback for one of you guys. So make sure you go to teammbl.com/tour. If you've already entered, you can pick up daily bonus entries. So head over there, teammbl.com/tour.
Don't forget to like this video if you guys liked having MOTi here. He's awesome.
And remember guys, it's all about teamwork. We got new videos every Wednesday and Friday. So if you're not a member of the team yet, be like MOTi and hit that subscribe button.
Alright guys, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
I guess so. So this isn't goodbye, it's just see you later.
Back for now.